Hi, and welcome back on the Senior Network. We are now joined by Billy Watterson. Great to see you, man. You look awesome. Billy's with the Watterson Family Foundation. But you got to tell me a little bit about the outfit and the hope dealer here.
Well, the outfit was just an inspiration to have fun with this whole process of peddling hope. And we didn't want it to be, kind of a stodgy thing, and we really wanted to have some fun and inspiration and just be shameless about it. So that was really the outfit, and then any reason to get the gold pants out.
I love it.
Yeah, so that worked out well for me.
So it's Help for Hope.
That's correct.
What is this all about?
So Help for Hope essentially was established just through a frustration that my wife and I were having about 5 weeks ago.
Right.
The reality of the situation was we're all feeling helpless and fearful and not knowing what we can do. And as an entrepreneur, that's difficult for me to feel that way.
Right.
And I knew that I needed to kind of process this and work through it. And the only way I felt I could do that was by doing something for others. And so as an entrepreneur, I look at things from a business lens.
Sure.
And I recognize that while we have great partners out there, Deep Well, Bluffton Self-Help, and other churches and things, that we need that emergency and urgent feeding and care for people. But we also have to step back and focus on the bigger picture, which is the crumbling of our restaurant infrastructure around us. So the goal that we had was to create an economic stimulus program that did three things. The first is we can feed people in need. We can invest that capital then in these businesses to keep them floating. And the third is to hopefully keep and add some jobs. So we get a triple win off of every dollar that's invested in this program.
Oh, and I looked at your website. It's fascinating. Tell the viewers, how does the process work? How does this, about the card and how you support the three categories you're talking about?
Great. So basically, we decided to create a community investment card. We wanted to create like a common currency that we could all use, whether you're someone who was in need or you're a first responder. Our mail carrier we're giving them to them, and FedEx and Amazon. It's just like people who are going above and beyond. So this isn't just about need.
Sure.
So essentially what happens is you go online and you donate money. And then what happens is we produce these community investment cards from that, and they have serial numbers attached. The first line of action is actually to distribute them through about 5 or 6 different trusted partners that we have right now. And so as people are coming into those partners that we spoke about who are in that emergency, urgent, getting food, deploying assistance for any kind of bills that are due or rent, that kind of thing. And then from there, those individuals are given this card. But the trick of it is we're telling them, look, you might have come in for a need today, but you are now empowered to take this community investment card and take that and put it into or invest it in any restaurant of your choice that's participating. We have about 55 right now.
Oh, great.
So we changed the dynamic, right? So those in need now engage in a full loop and really a community coming together as a whole and making an investment together.
That is unbelievably awesome. And how long? It's only been a few weeks or so you've been doing this, right?
Yeah, so I've lost track of time. I think we're in a time warp right now. I think April was like 2 years.
It's that COVID fatigue, right?
Right. And so we started at about, I want to say towards the end of March. And we built the entire program and platform in about 9 days. And we did that with in conjunction with the Chamber, Hilton Head Bluffton Chamber, Community Foundation of the Lowcountry, and then a bunch of business leaders and other companies like Triad, who's been amazing. They developed the website. They've just above and beyond, the hours they poured into this to make this work. So there is a large team that have been behind me. They caught the vision, they saw it, and they said, yes, we want to do this. And by the way, in doing this, we know that we're helping others and it's taking our mind off a lot of the uncertainty of the time.
Right. Is there a dollar amount of goal you're trying to reach?
So I'm crazy audacious with goals, just by nature. So we didn't know how long this was going to go for. We think longer than shorter.
Sure.
But we said we'd love to raise $5 million and be able to inject that over whatever period of time back into these restaurants. And the more that we can do that as a community, the more we stabilize. So when we are finally able to reopen and get the tourists coming back in, they will have survived.
Right. Well, Billy, tell us and the viewers, how do we donate?
So basically, if you want to donate to the program, which I would love for you to donate to this program because it's such a wonderful way for you to engage in community from the safety of your home, is you go online to help the number 4,
okay,
HopeNow.org. And you have 2 opportunities there. The first is, I just want to donate to get cards through this process, so you can do pop-ups, you can get it through your other resources that are distributing cards, or I'd really like to just get some cards mailed to me so that I can take those and hand them out to my mail carrier, hand them out to that healthcare worker neighbor of mine, hand them out to my UPS driver, hand them out to the folks working in the grocery store, standing there every day exposing themselves. So it really gives you an opportunity to have a tangible type of way to connect with individuals and feel what you're doing. While it's certainly important to go through this main process, you know, I know people love it, and we've been doing it. I mean, it's fun. It's like,
well, you're a very well-known entrepreneur, so tell me a little bit real quickly about that mask you got there, what that says.
so the Burnt Church Distillery, a friend of mine actually just made these for us, is a big whiskey distillery that's coming online this year in Bluffton.
Great.
It's ginormous. We're going to be adding about 27 jobs here later this year.
Wow.
We've already hired some of those individuals, but we are hoping to bring an incredible experience to the Lowcountry. It's all historically based, so the brands, the feel, and we solved the story of Burnt Church Road, and we're publishing a book that will be released when we open.
I love it.
A lot of exciting
Billy,
stuff.
you are a lot of fun, amazing man. I appreciate your time today, okay?
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here.
We need to take a break. We'll see you back in a minute.